Listen up. He's a comedic powerhouse with a knack for making audiences of all ages laugh until they cry. Armed with quick wit, infectious energy, and larger-than-life personality, Aries Spears is a force to be reckoned with.
I love him.
Remington. That is the name. My name is Remington. I am here. What's your last name? What is it? Scarborough. Remington what? Remington Pierce Scarborough.
With his hand on his hip, too, whether he's cracking jokes, busting out impressions, or just being his charming self, he is sure to leave you in stitches. Joining us this morning is comedian Aries Spears.
Yo,
hello,
what's
sir.
happening? What's happening?
Remington Steel.
Yes.
Remington Pierce
Knickerbocker.
Scarborough.
Yes, he's got that voice that's it's very regal, you know. So yeah, that was on the fly.
On the fly, you just like that.
Yeah.
When you see yourself doing stand-up, what runs in your mind, that big brain of yours?
You know, I like to kind of, you know, improv a lot and kind of like, you know, I'd stick to the script a little bit in terms of the material, but I always like to kind of improvise and, you know, make stuff up on the fly. That's always fun.
That's the best stuff, I think.
It is comedy gold.
Yes.
I love improv.
Yeah.
You got into comedy from a very young age. I think you were, what, like 14 years
started,
old?
yeah.
Now, who were your first targets?
Yeah.
Were you surveying them around you, family members? How are you getting your material?
You know, I was a latchkey kid coming up, so television raised me. So
Like
you know,
General Hospital type of-
yeah. So you know, I would sit in front of the idiot box and impersonate people on TV and characters that I saw. That was kind of fun for me. So, you know, that's my humble beginnings.
Do you remember the first time you got a bona fide laugh from someone, and what was that feeling like?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time getting suspended from school. So
Oh
that was
God.
my audience, whatever, you know, my classmates and peers and stuff like that. So, yeah.
That's why his mother had to get the leather helmet on, because he got kicked out of that fancy
Ah,
private school.
yeah, it was
right.
good trouble. It was good trouble. Yeah.
That's right.
Now, stand-up involves a decent amount of audience engagement. You know, you're asking, what's your name, Remington, so on and so forth. A lot of lines I can imagine across. Do you have just any insane heckling stories?
No, not really, because, you know, I always kind of look at it like, you know, the first day in the prison yard, you got to shank the biggest,
I
baddest dude there.
cannot with you right
to
now.
set the example.
Okay, sing. So no one ever really gets in your face.
Not really, because
No.
I know how to handle it.
All right, good.
Yeah. So some fans know you from Mad TV.
Yes,
A few films. Most recently, you voiced the character Wizard Kelly
on the Proud
on
Family.
A Proud
Yeah.
Family.
Love that
What's
show.
that like, doing the voiceovers?
You get to wear your pajamas.
That's
to
what I
work.
was gonna say. Where do you do it? Are you in your closet?
Now you're in the studio, so, you know, and there's no cameras. It's all microphones and booms, so you kind of can dress if you want or not.
Are you a director's dream because you can sort of come up with things on the fly, like you said?
Yeah, I tend to, they tend to like that, you
Yeah.
know. Some directors want you to stick to the script, but
Right.
the ones that really are creative let you fly.
Yeah.
I mean, you are the master of impersonation.
I don't know about that, but okay.
We're
Self-proclaimed,
we're
you
going
know?
out here and saying this.
Yeah.
Can you share a few with us?
We'll give you.
sure.
We're gonna give you a prompt.
We'll give you a person.
We want your
I
best.
tell you what, because my voice might be a little fried, so I'm going to try to do the ones that I think are in my range.
All right, fine.
You know, Shaquille O'Neal, if
Sure.
you ask a question, I'll answer.
Shaq, who's your favorite baseball team in New York?
I don't really have a baseball team. I've always been a basketball guy. Joel Embiid is a great center. Joe Kiss is a great center. If you don't get 28-10, you ain't dominant. You gotta get 28-10.
But Shaq, did you watch the WNBA draft last night? What'd you think?
I think there's a lot of good players. You know, they gotta need more personalities. People that can dominate the play, like Brittany Griner, somebody like me.
Okay.
we get to zoom in on his face.
Tony Soprano.
Ay, Dios santo.
I gotta close my eyes. For
Ask
this
him, ask him a question.
Hey, Tony, do you like pulp in your orange juice?
I don't like the pulp of the orange juice. I like the regular flavors. I tell Carter all the time, but the kids like it, especially better with AJ. Go down to Silvio's and get the Madagascar with the good gravy. All the guys like it, Christian for sure. Uncle Junior Johnny Shack, even my sister Janish.
R.I.P. God rest his soul. Is there anyone else in there?
You know the Bill Cosby, you see?
I'm sitting here with two beautiful women. I'm going to make you a special drink, but I can't say it on the air, you see.
Oh my God.
And I know that you, a Puerto Rican, I bet you taste like adobo and sofrito.
Can I put that on the top of my resume?
Oh, please.
Aries Spears.
I had a better joke, but you,
but
y'all
this
gonna
is
get
This
kicked
is
off.
television. We want to keep our jobs.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, tell us about the tour.
Tell us.
Well, the biggest thing I got to promote is I'm going to be at the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, May 18th. May
Okay.
18th, the Hulu Theater, Madison Square Garden.
Fantastic. Also, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
But
Anyone you
today
want to
is-
wish a happy birthday to today?
Yes, my daughter's birthday is today, April 16th. She's turning 25.
25.
Woo!
So big ups to her, my daughter Jazz.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, keep up the good work. Don't